We're diving into a developing situation in South Korea today, a story that's rapidly unfolding and raising serious questions about the stability of the government. The Newsweek headline, South Korea Live Updates, Military Blocks Entry to Parliament, speaks volumes. What's your initial assessment of this situation?
The reported military action at the National Assembly is deeply concerning. It represents a significant escalation, a blatant disregard for established democratic processes. The immediate implications are unclear, but the potential for wider instability is very real.
The speed with which this news is breaking is striking. What are some of the potential triggers for such a dramatic event? Is this an isolated incident, or could it be symptomatic of deeper political tensions?
Several factors could be at play. Internal political strife, perhaps a power struggle within the military itself, or even external pressures could be contributing. It's too early to definitively say, but the lack of transparency surrounding the event is alarming. We need more information before drawing firm conclusions.
Absolutely. The lack of information is a key concern. How might this situation impact South Korea's international relations, particularly given its strategic geopolitical position? Let's delve deeper into the potential causes. Could this be a coup attempt, or is there a less dramatic explanation?
While a full-blown coup is a possibility, it's crucial to avoid jumping to conclusions. Other scenarios, such as a rogue military unit acting independently or a response to a perceived internal threat, need to be considered. The situation is fluid, and the information we have is limited.
The blocks entry phrasing is interesting. Does this suggest a complete lockdown, or is there a more nuanced level of control being exerted?
The wording suggests a significant level of control, preventing access to the parliament building. Whether this is a complete blockade or a more selective restriction remains to be seen. Further details are needed to understand the extent of the military's actions.
Turning to the international implications, how might this affect South Korea's alliances, particularly with the United States?
This event has the potential to significantly destabilize the region. South Korea's strong alliance with the U.S. could be tested, depending on the nature and outcome of the situation. International condemnation is likely, and the response from key allies will be crucial in shaping the future trajectory.
What about the economic consequences? Could this event trigger market volatility or investor uncertainty?
Absolutely. Political instability often leads to economic uncertainty. The South Korean stock market and the wider economy are likely to experience volatility in response to this event. International investors will be closely monitoring the situation.
The role of media coverage is critical here. How is the information flow being managed, and what are the challenges in obtaining accurate and unbiased reporting?
Access to information is likely to be restricted, especially in the initial stages. Government control over the narrative is a real possibility. Independent journalism will play a vital role in providing accurate and unbiased reporting, but their ability to operate freely may be compromised.
The HTTP header information from the Newsweek article shows it was accessed by a Google bot. This suggests the story is already widely disseminated online. How does this rapid spread of information, both accurate and inaccurate, impact the situation?
The rapid spread of information, both accurate and inaccurate, can exacerbate the situation. Misinformation and speculation can fuel panic and uncertainty. Reliable sources of information are crucial in navigating this complex and rapidly evolving situation.
Let's consider potential outcomes. What are the most likely scenarios, and what are the implications of each?
Several scenarios are possible. A negotiated resolution, a return to constitutional order, or a prolonged period of instability are all possibilities. The outcome will depend on the actions of key players, both within and outside the military.
What about the possibility of civil unrest or widespread protests?
The potential for civil unrest is significant, particularly if the situation is perceived as illegitimate or undemocratic. The response of the South Korean people will be a key factor in determining the outcome.
What role should the international community play in this situation?
The international community should urge restraint and call for a peaceful resolution. Diplomatic efforts to de-escalate the situation are crucial. Sanctions or other punitive measures might be considered if the situation deteriorates further.
Should there be direct military intervention?
Direct military intervention should be a last resort. It carries significant risks and could further destabilize the region. Diplomatic solutions should be prioritized.
Looking ahead, what are the potential long-term implications of this event for South Korea's political landscape?
This event could have profound long-term implications. It could lead to significant political reforms, a shift in power dynamics, or even a period of prolonged instability. The outcome will shape South Korea's political trajectory for years to come.
Could this event affect South Korea's democratic institutions?
Absolutely. The very foundations of South Korea's democracy are being challenged. The long-term impact on democratic institutions will depend on the response of the government, the military, and the people.
What lessons can be learned from this situation, both for South Korea and other nations?
This situation highlights the fragility of democratic institutions and the importance of strong checks and balances. It underscores the need for transparency, accountability, and a robust civil society to prevent similar events from occurring in the future.
What about the importance of civilian control over the military?
Civilian control over the military is paramount in a democracy. This event underscores the critical need for clear lines of authority and mechanisms to prevent military intervention in political affairs.
Given the rapidly evolving nature of this situation, what are some key factors to watch in the coming hours and days?
We need to closely monitor the military's actions, the government's response, and the reaction of the South Korean people. International statements and actions will also be crucial to watch.
What about the potential for negotiations or compromises?
The possibility of negotiations and compromises remains. However, the success of such efforts will depend on the willingness of all parties to engage in good faith.
The lack of reliable information is a major challenge. How can we ensure access to accurate and unbiased reporting?
We need to rely on reputable news organizations and fact-checking initiatives. It's crucial to be critical of information sources and avoid spreading misinformation.
What about social media's role in disseminating information?
Social media can be a powerful tool for disseminating information, but it also presents challenges. Misinformation and rumors can spread rapidly, making it crucial to verify information before sharing it.
What message would you like to convey to the people of South Korea and the international community?
A message of calm and restraint is crucial. It's important to avoid actions that could escalate the situation. Peaceful resolution should be the priority.
What about the importance of upholding democratic values?
Upholding democratic values is paramount. This situation underscores the importance of protecting democratic institutions and ensuring that the rule of law prevails.
What further analysis is needed to fully understand this situation?
A thorough investigation into the events leading up to the military action is crucial. This investigation should be transparent and impartial.
What about the long-term implications for regional security?
The long-term implications for regional security are significant. This event could destabilize the region and impact relations between South Korea and its neighbors. This situation demands careful monitoring and a measured response. The international community must work together to ensure a peaceful resolution and uphold democratic values.
That was a great discussion. Thank you for your insights.